What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of February 2nd, 2020, and I know that I missed a week. I was a little busy last week just with a lot of different things, and all in all, I just didn't have too much time to really do anything. I was putting a lot of collectible guides out, but I was trying to get through games, and this video kind of slipped my mind just because I was in the middle of stuff, so I do want to apologize for that one. But it's been a pretty, I guess you could say, successful week. I've gotten a lot of things done. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for other things, but all in all, I would say it's been quite successful. So starting off down here, we have, I think it was around here was last video, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I just got that platinum. So I ended up getting the platinum in Zombie Army Trilogy. There'll be a video going up on that sometime within the next few days, probably. But I finally got through that, did a full collectible guide, trophy guides on that game, really enjoyed it, and I actually just got that done in time for Zombie Army 4, which just came out, which I guess, that'll be something that we talk about upcoming. Let's pull that trophy list up since we'll talk about it for a hot second. But anyway, finish up Zombie Army Trilogy. Again, I really enjoy Zombie Army Trilogy, Zombie Army games, Sniper Elite games, really any Rebellion games I really enjoy. So I've been starting to kind of go towards doing all of the Rebellion games, which is pretty doable, surprisingly. But with that being said, if we hit on that one for a second, so if we're going to do all the Rebellion games, or if I'm going to start looking at doing all the Rebellion games, that means I need to go finish Call of Duty World at War, Rogue Warrior, and AVP. So that's going to be quite interesting. Now, one game I can tell you right now that I am not going to go towards at all, I'm going to tell you right now, so don't even suggest it, is Battlezone. I will probably never go near Battlezone. And it's funny because Rebellion hyped the shit out of Battlezone, but like I don't want to go near it. I really don't want to go near that game. So, yeah, basically all these games on this list I own. I just picked Never Dead up, which sounds like quite an interesting game, actually. That might be a little sleeper game like Jurassic the Hunted or something. And then this PDC World Championship Darts Pro Tour. That's like an EU-only game, so I'll have to import that, but it's not that difficult. It's pretty easy platinum. And then, yeah, the other thing that I was kind of debating about was like, oh, if I'm going to do all the Rebellion games, does that mean I need to stack on Sniper Elite 3? Because I would love to play Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. I would love to play that game. So if I do that, does that mean I need to play Sniper Elite 3 twice? That's where I'm kind of in the air right now. But anyway, that's I'm getting off topic here. Finished up Zombie Army Trilogy. That was quite a interesting game. And again, I really enjoyed it. If you guys are looking for a nice, fun game, I would highly suggest it. Then up next, we have You Are King Drift. Yeah. So I don't really know how to talk about this. So last week, I decided to buy some games on the EU store. Mainly, I was trying to get this game called CarX Drift Racing, which is just another racing game. It requires a decent amount of online and grinding, I guess you could say. But it's a game that's always kind of piqued my interest. It was on the PC for like a long time. Finally came to the PS4, but it's only in EU for some reason. Don't ask me why. But anyway, while I was in the EU store, I was looking up some really crappy games, because there's this genre, I would say genre, it's called Hagwala, those two, and it's basically like this like it's like this sort of drifting, this car driving style that's in like the Middle East. It's like a Middle Eastern drifting style thing. So I was looking up all those games, and I came across this one that like literally just released like not that long ago. And then I picked up another one, but it didn't work on my PS4. It was called Hagwala Legend, I think is what it was called. Interesting games, very interesting. I don't know if I would per se suggest people to play them, but it was quite an interesting experience. I did play this one on stream, so everyone else got to experience it when I was, and I could tell you it was interesting. But that's all I'm going to talk about with that. It's one of these games with literally 4 trophies that's like, visit these areas, and then there you go. You got yourself 100%. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But if you're looking at the Hagwala games, however you really pronounce it, I don't know if I can suggest them. But anyway, that's that. Nice little meme game to have on the list. Then up next, we have Drive Club VR. So about 2 weeks ago, probably about 2 weeks ago, I decided, I was like, oh, let's load up Drive Club VR. Let's start working towards that because I just want to get the Drive Club games done. I was like, I really don't know what I want to play in my free time. With Zombie Army Trilogy done, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started up Drive Club VR. I was like, awesome. This is great. I'm going to start working towards this because this is like a 2.5% platinum and it really doesn't deserve that. It's really not that difficult. So I'm playing through, and before I even started, the main thing that I was not worrying about, but the main thing that I was paying attention to was any online trophies. So there's 2 online trophies in this game. There's one for playing 5 events in multiplayer, which I couldn't find a single person playing online. The other trophy that I knew was kind of online was Here Comes a New Challenger, which is to win 2 of your own solo challenges after sending them to at least one other player. Now, in and of itself, if you took that trophy, it's really not that difficult. You do 2 solo challenges, you set a time, you set a drift score, you do something, you make a challenge. You send it to an alt account, a friend, doesn't matter, someone, and then they play it, and then they don't beat your time or your drift points or whatever, and then when the challenge expires, you get your trophy. Seems easy enough, right? The problem is, it doesn't work. So, and the challenges in general with Drive Club, like all over Drive Club, don't work. And to me, this is completely, this is inexcusable from Sony, from Evolution. I know the Evolution really like isn't a thing anymore. Sony owns them. Like, I'm sorry, when you put a formal thing out there and you basically say, hey, a formal announcement. You put a formal announcement out. You say, hey, we're shutting the servers down for this game at the end of March. And everybody knows that you're shutting their servers down at the end of March. Wouldn't you expect every feature to work in that game until the end of March? Like, it's inexcusable that this doesn't work. And it's funny because I was thinking about this and I started to relate it back to when the Killzone servers went down, Killzone 2 in particular. There was a trophy in Killzone 2 called Valor Grand Cross. Required you to be in the top 1%. I think it was 1%. Top 1% of the leaderboards for that week with points. You had to be in the top 1%. And it was only like during that time of those servers shutting down, only around 20 people a week would get that trophy, approximately somewhere in between there. Now imagine if they said, hey, we're shutting the Killzone 2 servers down in February. But then in December, the leaderboards stopped working. You can still play the online. You can still do everything online. Just the leaderboards don't work. Like, that is just completely unexcusable. If you're saying that you're going to shut these servers down at the end of February, at the end of March, whenever you're planning on doing it, I believe it's the end of March, your servers should be working 100% until the end of March. And the fact that they're not is ridiculous. The other problem that I started having with the game, which I haven't checked it in a few days, maybe it fixed itself, who knows. Anytime I tried to play an event on my account, it would blue screen and the app would crash. But if I played a race on another account on the same PS4, it would work perfectly fine. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, this type of behavior from a AAA game, I would consider Drive Club a AAA game, is, again, it's unexcusable. Like, this is ridiculous. This should not be happening. And this is actually, funny enough, the whole blue screen thing, this is one of the reasons why I stopped playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 right when it came out. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was probably the last Call of Duty that I bought day one because I had friends to play it with. And the reason I stopped playing it within probably hours of starting to play it was because literally in the middle of every match, or at the end of every match, my application would just blue screen and I couldn't do anything. And in order for me to play with my friends, I would literally have to wait for them to finish the match that they joined and then join them. So I basically sat there and waited for them to finish their match. It was ridiculous. And I stopped playing. Within a day of buying that game, I stopped playing it because I was like, this is ridiculous. This should not happen from a game that you're paying this much money for. And especially a game like Drive Club, when you have the backing of Sony, it's just unexcusable. I'm sorry. So I'm going to still hop on. I'm going to get on every day. I'm going to try to. Like I said, I haven't been on for a few days. Looks like people are kind of posting about this trophy right here. I'm going to hop on. I'm going to try to be diligent with it. I've talked to a few people on how to kind of do it. I thought I set it up properly over the weekend. My application ended up crashing when I was doing what I thought I was supposed to be doing. So that's pretty cool. And ever since then, I've been having problems with it. So we'll wait to see. Hopefully they fix it. I've talked to 2 people at PlayStation or Sony or whatever in their live chat to kind of tell them about it. So it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I just think personally, this makes Sony look like awful. Like they just don't care. Oh, we're shutting the servers down. Whatever. We don't even care about the maintenance. Whatever. They should be caring about it until the day that they said those servers go down. Look, like I said, look at Killzone 2. Perfect example. That game worked perfectly fine until the day that they said it was going to shut down. There was never, ever once a problem with those leaderboards, ever. And imagine if there was. I couldn't even imagine, even though I had to put up with it. But anyway, Drive Club VR. I'm kind of going through that. That was a little rant. Actually, that was a little more than a little rant. But I'm working through that. That is what it is. And hopefully we can get it done. If I can't, whatever. It's another unobtainable on the list. I'll do what I can, and I'll have a 99% without a platinum. Just missing that one trophy. Then up next, I'll link these games kind of together because I did them in the same night, or we did them in the same night. Tekken 6, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Did the online for both of these. Really easy online. You're talking a total of, I don't know, 50, 60 matches to get the multiplayer done for both of them. So really not that bad, really easy. And technically with those 2 being done, I am done all the Tekken onlines. So like I could technically do those if I wanted to. All the Tekken games, like the Platinums and 100% and everything, they're super easy. I own all of them. So like it is something that I could do, but it's not the highest thing on my priority list at the moment, to say the least. Then up next, we have Strange Brigade. I'm sure you guys have been seeing the sub feed over the past week getting blown up with Strange Brigade stuff. Finally worked through that game, got that platinum. Or I didn't get that platinum. What am I saying? Hold on. Worked through that game, got the collectibles done, got all the trophies done, did all the DLC. And essentially what I'm waiting for this platinum is for us to sit down and play through on extreme difficulty. We're going to play through with 4 people just to make it easier. I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing with this game that you can do with like Zombie Army Trilogy and really any other Rebellion game where you can have 4 people in the lobby but set the spawn to 1 person. So that should make it easier, but that's kind of the goal with that. And then the last 2 trophies I need for the base game to get the platinum is just to buy all the weapons, which I can do right now. I'm just kind of saving it as like a safe spot, and then chaining 3 amulet attacks in a row, which I haven't been able to do that. I thought I would have gotten that through natural progression, but apparently not. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really enjoyed playing through Strange Brigade. It's only a total of like 9 levels or something like that. It's really not that bad. When you put in the DLC, it's like 12. So each level takes you probably about 30 minutes to an hour to get through, depending if you're going for collectibles or how fast you're getting through or how good of guns you have and everything, or if you even know what you're doing for puzzles. So it's enjoyable. I found it to be very enjoyable. Most of the levels are basically like horde modes, but there's cool puzzles, and even though the puzzles can feel like they get stale after a while, they somehow mix it up. And I thought it was just a really enjoyable game. I think it's really underrated personally, but like I said, I really enjoyed it. So hopefully within the next week, we'll be knocking out that extreme mode, and then I'll be able to get that platinum. I mean, I could get the platinum right now, but you guys know me. I want to get all the DLC done before I get the platinum, just so that when I get the platinum, I get the 100%, and we're good to go, right? So that's Strange Brigade. I've really been enjoying that. Who knows if there'll ever be a Strange Brigade 2. They make it sound like it, like they kind of leave everything on cliffhangers in the game, which is kind of cool. And there's just like aspects of the game that are kind of interesting. I would say the one thing that I would change about the game is just like the auto run feature. I think the auto run feature is garbage, to be honest. If you could actually pick when you're able to run, then this would be a hidden gem for me. But it's little things like that in games that really irritate me. And it's funny because it's like the main reason why I really don't want to sit down and play The Witcher 3. Like everything about The Witcher 3 intrigues me. The time of it, the characters, the map, just everything about it intrigues me except the way that Geralt runs. Like literally the way that he walks around and he moves just looks so awkward that I just don't want to play the game. And I've heard people say, oh, it's fine. Once you start playing it for a little while, you'll get used to it. You'll look past it. It'll all be good. It was kind of the same thing with Strange Brigade. Like at first when I started playing the game, I was like, the auto run is just weird. Like it's awkward because like it does it when you're running in a straight line sometimes, but other times not. Like it's really strange. But then as I was playing it through, I was like not even really paying attention to it. So I think it'd be the same thing with The Witcher 3, but it's just little things like that in games that really irritate me. But again, it's a simple fix for like if they do another game. I feel like it'd be a very simple fix. I don't know why there wasn't a run button in the first place. I feel like there should have at least been an option for a run button, but that's just me. Whatever. I'll leave it at that. I've been enjoying Strange Brigade. The guides and everything are done for it. It's just whenever I get the platinum, we'll get through that. Then up next, we have Beach Buggy Racing. I started to work back through this game. So when I bought the EU, all the EU games, I bought the EU version of Beach Buggy Racing because, truth be told, I think, if I remember hearing correctly, the EU version of this game is easier somehow. So it doesn't have the list isn't stackable. So, yeah, I just heard it's easier on the EU version. So I ended up buying the EU version. It kind of sucks because I played through the NA version, played through the whole story mode and everything, did all that. And then when I loaded up the EU version, it didn't have any of my game save. So it saved to the copy of the game, NA or EU, whatever you're playing with. So I'm in the process of playing back through the career, and you're probably like, well, you don't really have to. I don't know if I do, to be honest, but I'm going to anyway because I need the money and I need the miles. So it is what it is. I'm playing back through and I'm slowly making progress. The one trophy that I did get in this week was the Super Challenger, which is to beat 7 daily challenges in a row. I thought this was going to be a pain because I was like, I don't really want to log on this game 7 days in a row. I really don't want to. And you can actually cheese it because you can manually change the date in your on your PS4 and manipulate it. So makes it super easy. You can get it in like 20 minutes. So I ended up doing that just to get that done. But yeah, the rest of it is like I'm basically doing things that I've already earned trophies for right now, which is just playing through all of these. So it is what it is. I'm making progress. Maybe it'll be something that I play on stream. I'm not really sure. I would really just like to get it done just because like it's been there for so long that I just want to get it done. It's like just looming over me. And then last but not least, something that I've been slowly working on the past few weeks, finally just finished it up literally tonight. Just so happy to finally get this done. But Need for Speed Most Wanted DLC is finally done. So I have Need for Speed Most Wanted 100%. So that's pretty cool. If you guys don't know anything, like the big thing about this game is unlocking all of the, well, basically there's like license plates that you have to earn right in each DLC. So like we'll go to the one that I just earned. So like right here, you have to get 5 slam takedowns while driving the movie fan license plate. To unlock the movie fan license plate, you basically have to get all unlockables or all mods for each of the DLC cars. And one of the requirements to get one of the mods for the cars is to drive 200 miles. And driving 200 miles ain't easy. I'm going to tell you that right now. So that's nice to get done. With that being said, like what's going to be the next move for Need for Speed? Since this was kind of my big focus for Need for Speed. I don't really know. I don't know when I'm going to get started on it, but the next Need for Speed that I want to do is probably going to be Shift. I'm probably going to do Shift and then the Run and then Shift 2. And then that should kind of get me done all the ones on the PS3. And then we'll move to the PS4 and kind of work through there. But I'm thinking that's what the goal is going to be. Like I said, I don't know when I'm actually going to do it. But that's kind of the goal. So, and then maybe Most Wanted on the Vita/PS TV. Who knows? So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Like I said, it's been a busy 2 weeks. I've been playing a lot of stuff. I've been trying to work on stuff. To be honest, if I didn't have this problem with the Challenger Trophy and Drive Club VR, I probably would have already had the platinum by now. But just with that whole issue going on, it's really been kind of making me want to stay away from the game, even though I probably shouldn't be. I should be on top of it, but it's kind of pushing me away a little bit. So. Yeah, it's just a little unfortunate. Finally got above 58% completion. I was actually pretty high up on 58%. I was like 58.2 almost. And then I put the Tekken games on my list. So it is what it is, but that was climbing. It's still climbing. But my big thing is still really trying to pick what games I want to do. Like if I'm back on Beach Buggy, like I don't want to put it down. I should just finish it. That's kind of how I feel about stuff, because like that's what I was doing with Beach Buggy or like other games in the past is I would put a little bit of time in and then I'd be like, I don't really feel like playing this. And then I would put it away and then I'd come back like whatever, months later. And I'd be like, oh yeah, let's get this done. And then I would put it down. I'd be like, I don't want to anymore. So like I should really just focus on Beach Buggy if I'm going to and just kind of blast through it. Like I said, I really would like to focus on Drive Club VR. Let's talk about what I plan on playing in the upcoming week now that we're kind of segmenting into that, or segueing into that segment. Segueing. So my main goal, like outside of stream, is like I said, Drive Club VR. I really want to just get Drive Club VR done. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll try to stay on the challenges. Hopefully they are fixed. I haven't been on the game for a few days, so I'm hoping I'll probably hop on tonight and try to send some challenges around before I go like work out, since I'm gonna go work out right now. And hopefully they'll accept by the time I get back. That would be like ideal, but we'll have to wait and see. Because that's what I did last week for one night. I sent the challenges, went and worked out, came back from working out, and I was like, I didn't get them. Like, and people were telling me like, oh, you got to stay in the menu for 3 hours before it pops your trophy. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. But if that's what I have to do, then it's what I have to do. But I really don't want to. Yeah, other than that, like I said, Strange Brigade whenever possible. We're not going to be playing that as much as I really want to, just because of everyone's availability, but that's just going to come when it's going to come. And then on stream, I'll probably focus on Beach Buggy Racing again. Like, it's going to be kind of boring, and I don't really know, but like I said, I kind of want to focus on it and just get it done. And then, like I said, Zombie Army 4, well, I don't know if I said this, but Zombie Army 4 came out on Tuesday, so yesterday. I don't know when you guys will be watching this, but it came out on Tuesday, the 4th. I think that was the 4th, right? Or the 3rd? Yeah, the 4th. And so far, I've not been hearing anything bad about it. I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I think what I'm going to end up doing for this game is playing through on normal difficulty and doing collectible guides and everything on it, and then coming back later on and finishing everything else, because there is a trophy on this, or in this game, to basically beat the whole game with 4 people. So that's going to be right here. Complete every campaign level with a full team of 4 people. So that's going to be a little but really not that bad. The other thing, which is going to come down to more grinding, is like, so the level 100, I think, could be a little annoying, and then surviving 144 waves total. That could be possibly a little annoying. Completing 20 waves in a row on any horde map could be quite annoying. There's just a few things that could be quite annoying, but I'm really looking forward to getting into the game. I really enjoyed Zombie Army Trilogy. Like, I enjoyed every single episode, or Zombie Army 1, 2, and 3, whatever you want to say. I really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to the game, and it's probably what I'm going to be playing. It still looks like people haven't gotten the platinum yet because of a trophy that could possibly be glitched. Finish a level with 5 or less zombies resurrecting. Oh, that's why. That's actually kind of difficult, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's kind of difficult. I thought that was to finish a level with 5 or more zombies resurrecting, but seeing 5 or less zombies resurrecting, ooh, that is a difficult one. That is a difficult one. We'll leave it at that, though. But yeah, that's what I plan on playing this week. Like I said, Drive Club VR hopefully works, and that's what I'm going to try to push to get done. Beach Buggy Racing on stream, possibly Strange Brigade, and then the other game that I'll be playing off stream in my free time, if Drive Club VR isn't working on me, is probably going to be Zombie Army 4, just to start rolling stuff out for that. But we'll just have to wait to see how it goes. You know, we're just playing it through. But, you know, I can't talk about it enough, dude. It frustrates me to no end about this Drive Club VR stuff. Just the fact that you have such a company that just neglects the maintenance is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. Like I said, it's inexcusable. Like, this should not happen, but it does. So that's just the sad truth. I don't really think I have anything to rant about this week other than Drive Club VR. I mean, I could just keep telling you guys how garbage it is of them to do what they're doing, but it's going to be what it's going to be, right? It's It's going to be what it's going to be. I guess one thing that I can talk about. So, PSN Profiles had an update, like last week, and they basically got rid of all the zeros on their page. So now it says like 202 million games played instead of like the exact number, which like, it's okay. I guess it's okay. Kind of annoying, but it's okay. I can deal with it. The one thing that I will say that is somewhat frustrating, which I'm not sure if they know about this or not. I should probably bring it up on a forum post or something. But when you go to a game now, they have this thing at the top, which basically is the trophy guide for the game, which is useful. Don't get me wrong, useful. You can click on it. Instead of having to click right here, you can click right here to see if it has a guide. Okay, useful. And then obviously if you click on the trophies, you know, they tell you what to do. Cool. The thing that sucks is the DLC ones are broken. So if you click on a DLC one, no guide. But if you go to terminal velocity, I think that's what that was. If you go to terminal velocity pack, if you go up here to guides, and then you go to terminal velocity DLC, you'll see that each one of these trophies has a guide. So I don't know why that isn't working. That's just a little thing that's happening there. I'm not sure. But all in all, I do like the whole guide thing up here. It works. Like I said, it's moving your mouse a little farther away, but it works. It looks good. I'll give them that. And then obviously the whole series thing is working now, so that's pretty cool. That's been working for a while though. I think I've talked about that before. That's old news. That's old news. But anyway, that's what I've been playing in the past 2 weeks. It's what I plan on playing upcoming. Might be throwing in some DLC here and there because again, I always have this platinum, not 100%. Slowly dwindled this one away. Honestly, like this one comes down to spin tires will literally take me a weekend, if that a day. So I can probably just knock that out. And I was thinking about doing that game like the past few weeks and I just like kind of put it off to the side. So probably will do that like really soon. And then the other thing is Minecraft, which I really should get back to. If anyone can help me, please help me out because I tried to demonstrate it on stream, but it didn't work. My game basically doesn't work. Like I load into the game, I try to do the thing to set up like duplicating stuff in creative mode and it just breaks. Like my game breaks. It doesn't load. Like I did it one time and like nothing on the map loaded, like nothing. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But yeah, if anyone wants to help me with Minecraft, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I would love to get that back to 100%. And then once Minecraft and Spin Tires are back to 100%, it's only Uncharted 3 and 4 that need the DLC. And obviously, I can't do Uncharted 3. So that's going to be what that's going to be. So maybe, just maybe, I'll start working through Uncharted 4. I think we had a few other multiplayer games that we were talking about doing. One of them being Last of Us Remastered. So that might come up sometime soon. Also, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is something that I'd love to get done. But who knows? Oh, another thing we can rant about, since we're on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Let's rant about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 real quick. When did this game come out? I'm sure you guys heard the news. This game came out February 2016. So this game came out 4 years ago. 4 years ago, and EA has already decided to stop the community challenges. With no warning. They're just like, hey, we're done. We're not doing them anymore. No warning at all. Like, are you being serious? How? How do companies think that this is okay? Like, I understand you're not making your game around trophies. You're not making your game around that. But, like, people legitimately are playing this game for fun. People legitimately play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 for fun. And you just take the community challenges out with any prior announcement of, hey, we're taking these out. And I think the thing that irritates me the most about this is my trophy that I don't have for the community challenges glitched on me. I got through 2 community challenges and I opened a total of 6 chests and I didn't get the trophy. But the trophy for meeting the contribution requirements in the 3 community challenges glitched on me and worked. I don't understand it, dude. So anyway, that's just a little rant. I could rant about that for days about how companies shut servers down without announcements. I can understand it for an old game, right? If you have a game that's on the PS3 that some shitter that no one's heard about, right? A game like Singularity, right? Enemy Front, Batman Arkham Origins, any of these old PS3 games, and they just shut the servers down out of nowhere, whatever. Who would really care, right? The trophy hunters would care, right? Because we would want to get the game done before they said it. But in all honesty, who really cares? But when you have a game, that game is literally 4 years old. They just released the sequel of that one. And then they just shut the community challenges down out of nowhere. Like, usually EA is pretty good about fixing things that are broken. They fixed Bad Company 1 when it broke. Like, they're usually pretty good about it. But now they're just they're pulling a complete reverse. They're just doing a 180 and they say, not anymore. We don't care. Like, no announcement at all. That's absurd. That's absurd, man. And then you got companies, I'm going to go back to it again. You got companies like Evolution or Sony or whoever you want to blame for Drive Club VR who give a hard date for when they're shutting their servers down, and then they can't even hold that up. Their servers are broken. There's 2 months left. A little under 2 months left for people to be able to play your game, and it's broken. Great. Wonderful. That I don't understand. I really don't understand. And the Drive Club thing, it could be a complete, it could be an issue. It could be a maintenance issue of them just shutting the servers off and turning them back on. And it's so funny because that's what they tell you to do. When you talk to the service people and you tell them like, hey, I can't connect. They're like, oh, is it your internet? No, you shitter. I'm talking to you right now through the internet. You think it's a problem? I can play any other game through the internet. I'm connected to PSN. Yeah, I'm doing all this stuff, but then Drive Club's broken. Drive Club doesn't want to connect to the internet. So yeah, it's probably my internet. You're right. And then their first thing is like, well, did you try to reset your PS4 and turn it back on? Did you do the same thing for your router? Oh yeah, I tried that one. That's textbook. That's just, did you guys try that for the game servers? Did you try to turn the damn servers off and turn them back on? You want to preach about reset them, turn them off and turn them back on. Why don't you do it for your own servers? Come on now. Really? You think these people are out here being this stupid? Probably. Honestly, probably. But still, come on. You can't be giving that advice and then not following it yourself. Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting because I could literally rant about companies shutting stuff down without any prior announcement for a while. I think it's inexcusable in any form or fashion, inexcusable for a company to shut any sort of services they have for a game down without prior knowledge, even if it's 2 weeks in advance. For them to just flick the switch and turn it off, that's awful. That's awful. I mean, imagine that happening to anybody. Imagine that happening to a road that you drive on. One day you're just driving on your road, you're minding your own business. The next day you wake up, boop, road closed. Well, how am I supposed to get where I'm supposed to get to? I don't know. You figure it out. No, that's not how anything works. If you have any sort of service, anything that anyone uses, that's not how it works. Trust me, that's not how it works. I just want to give you a little bit of advice. That's not how it works. And it makes you look like a complete shithead if that's the way you deal with stuff. Just want to point that one out there. Anyway, I'm going to stop here before I get myself in trouble. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff. Find links to my Twitter, my Twitch, where I do live stream platinum trophies and various other things. And you'll find other videos like this. You'll find a link to my platinum playlist where there's a bunch of platinum videos there that I've earned over the past who knows how many years. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, I would greatly appreciate it. Down in the comments below, let me know what you guys have been up to, what games you've been playing, any games you're looking forward to this upcoming fall. I think it's fall, right? Spring. I can't even get my seasons right this upcoming spring. Any games that you guys are looking forward to, do let me know down below. Again, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.